head of the putter, and it keeps going. You see that? There is no breakdown underneath, and that's why she's an excellent putter from inside 10 feet.
Let's go to Jay.
Penny Pulse for birdie to get to 3 under par. It would put her in sole possession of second place. Putting for birdie at the 15th. Up the hill, she's got it. Penny Pulse goes to 3 under par and is in second place. Back to the tower, Lee and Charlie.
We were talking about the putting stroke of Okiku and it breaking down.
Watch her hands. Watch when she hits it. Watch how, see how it broke underneath?
Oh, that left wrist does.
That's exactly right. The putter head got ahead of her left hand. Let's see if we can see that again. They're bringing it back. Now watch when she hits it. Watch the putter. Now her left hand stops when she hits it. You see it break underneath? And what happens, that gets you have no hit on the putt, and you'll miss it left. You must keep the angle of that putter on the backswing through the hitting area.
And it was pointed out, of course, by watching the putt of Juli Inkster. Inkster, by the way, is on a streak in her last 2 starts. She finished 3rd at the GNA Classic and, of course, won the Women's Kemper on the island of Kauai.
May I help you?
Name's Kiefer. I reserved a car for the day. A Firebird.
It's ready and waiting, Mr. Keeper.
Your ordinary everyday car rental doesn't have to be an ordinary everyday car. Not when National Car Rental rents cars like the Pontiac Firebird for just $35.95 a day weekdays, $24.95 a day weekends.
Hello, Kiefer. How was your ride in from the airport?
It was a blast.
Rent some excitement. Call National at 800 Car Rent.
1 cup Dutch cocoa, 2 cups peanut butter chips.
New Almost Home Fudge Peanut Butter Chip Cookies taste so homemade you can almost taste the recipe.
1/2 cup chocolate, 1 cup chocolate.
Wanna go straight with happiness? Something sitting on the Ritz. Everything will taste better when it's sitting on the Ritz.
That golden Ritz taste makes food taste great.
When it's sitting on the Ritz.
Look at her.
She gave her butter to New Bluebonnet Butter Blend. What's the world coming to?
They wanted a real buttery taste.
They got it in New Bluebonnet Butter Blend.
I hear Bluebonnet Butter Blend tastes creamy rich and real buttery. Well, they'll never get our butter.
Never.
Introducing Bluebonnet Butter Blend. It tastes buttery because there's butter in it.
Blue's definitely your color.
Oh, thank you.
Break open the bread savers and share them with someone near. Break open the bread savers, for bread that says come over here.
Try Breath Savers, the blue in the middle breath mint. Every flavor, sugar-free.
It's a cool, fresh taste you can't resist. Share that sparkle, share that kiss. Break open the bread savers.
They're sugar-free.
Nabisco.
This is Dinah at the Nabisco Dinah Shore Tournament. Brought to you by Nabisco brands. Wheat Thins, Junior Mints, Planta Snacks, Royal Gelatin. Don't go away. The best is yet to come.
Nabisco.
Thank you, Donna. Pat Bradley remains atop our leaderboard with a 4 under par 68 today, but a lot of folks are chasing her 2 shots back. One of whom you met just moments ago, Mindy Moore. Now meet another. One of the great things about covering sporting events is you get to meet longtime friends. Notice Betty Burfeindt, I didn't say old friends, I said longtime friends. And I asked Betty, how much are you playing? And her answer was?
Not at all.
But here you are with a 70.
Yeah, I have to work for a living now, Jim. So I'm teaching now, really. That's my full-time job, and I play in this tournament once a year because I'm still eligible.
But you are teaching here in the Springs area?
I teach at the Springs Club right here in Rancho Mirage.
And you just come out for this one tournament, and here you go with a 70 today.
Sure, I'm just tickled pink. This is in my backyard, and I might as well play it. It's the only game in town this week.
But how about the legs and the concentration when you don't play that much and don't play the tour to do it once a year?
Well, it is difficult. That's why I'm so pleased with today's round, because since I retired in '82, I've had trouble getting primed for one tournament. It's very difficult. So I've been working hard since December just to make a good showing, since this is my last year of eligibility, and I just wanted to play well and have a good time this year.
Did you amaze yourself today, or was it about what you expected, the way you've been practicing?
No, I was planning on this. I mean, I wasn't planning on 70, but I was planning on doing well because I prepared well and I'm mentally very good. That's really where my preparation has made the difference this year. I've changed my attitude a little bit and decided this was going to be fun instead of hard work and frustration and struggle. And it seems to be paying off.
2 under 70, Betty Burfeindt. I hope I talk to you again tomorrow.
I hope so too, Jim. Thank you.
Thank you, Betty. Let's go to 12 and Bob Golby.
We're at the 12th hole, 352-yard par 4. Amy Alcott.
Yeah.
It's got to come back to the right.
No, it goes left a little bit, and she's left it about 6-8 inches away.
It's not that bad a putt, though. And we move forward now to the 18th, and this is the group of Hollis Stacy, Juli Inkster, and Patty Sheehan. Hollis is 2 over for the tournament, so she is even today. And she was in, with her second shot, she was in that deep bunker on the right side, and we weren't sure whether or not she was going to go for the green, but she did go for it with an excellent shot.
She hit an excellent shot because that bunker that guards the right portion of this fairway here is quite deep, and she had a big lip to go over there, and that's taking a big chance going to this flag.
For birdie and to be 1 over for the tournament, and 5 shots out of the lead with 36 to go, and she's got it. If it doesn't hit the hole, it just keeps right on going.
That's that if, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It did.
Yes. Now, Juli Inkster will be putting next. She is the leader. Now, Lee, would you give me the same description of the 18th that you gave me yesterday?
All I said yesterday was this hole is very difficult. It plays 487 yards. It's not as easy as you think. You've got water to the left on your drive. You've got a bunker that guards the right side. You've got 3 trees that guard the left side. You've got water to the left on your second shot. You got a bunker on the right for your second shot. You got water in the front, left, back, and right. So I'll tell you, it's not an easy hole.
You've made a believer out of me.
Well, people look, you know what happens is people pick up a newspaper and they read and they say, well, they're playing par 5s at 887 yards. That's not a very long par 5. But you've got to put those shoes on. You come out here and you play this hole, and it becomes very difficult. Did I say 887 yards? I meant 487
well, I thought you were
yards.
just stretching it a little, you know. That's all right. This is for birdie. And to be 5 under at the halfway point. The first major of the year. Oh,
just went off the right side, Charlie.
Sliding by on the right-hand side. And we'll be back with more of the second round of the Nabisco Dinah Shore in just a moment.
The one big question when it comes to trucks is who? Who gives you a powerful 2.4-liter engine? Toyota. Who gives you more standard payload than any truck in its class? Toyota. Who gives you 3 across seating? And who does it all for only $62.98? The 1986 Toyota Standard Bed is who? The #1 selling small truck in America. Who else? Nobody.
Who could ask for anything more? Toyota.
This cake was made with eggs, but has no cholesterol. What? This French toast was made with eggs, but has no cholesterol. What? Even this omelet has no cholesterol. What? Because they're all made with Fleischmann's Egg Beaters. Egg Beaters is 99% real eggs and 0% cholesterol. So cook your family's favorite recipes with eggs from our carton and see if you can tell the difference. Egg Beaters, 99% real eggs, 0% cholesterol. What?
In a society obsessed with staying young, consider for a moment something that can help you grow older. A diet low in saturated fats and cholesterol. Fleischmann's margarines are made from 100% pure corn oil. They're low in saturated fats and have no cholesterol. And Fleischmann's taste good. Fleischmann's, a way of life.
You know, somebody's adding sugar and salt to your cereal before you eat it. That's because most cereals come with sugar and salt already in them, up to 26 added teaspoons a box. But not Nabisco shredded wheat. It's the only leading ready-to-eat cereal with no added sugar and no added salt. Just the delicious taste of 100% toasted whole wheat. Now, if somebody's going to decide to add something to your cereal, shouldn't it be you? Nabisco shredded wheat, and nothing else.
Nabisco.
And it is time now to meet the leading money winner on the tour, one of those four we talked about, ever to win her first two tournaments consecutively, and that's Mary Beth Zimmerman, our leading money winner of the year. And Mary Beth, our congratulations, first of all, on those $94,000+ you had.
Oh, thank you very much. It's been really exciting this year.
Now, a 73 today, 1 over par for the day, but 1 under for the tournament. Only 3 shots behind Juli Inkster, who just finished, and 2 rounds to play.
Yeah, I feel good about it. If I can start making some putts and making some birdies, I'll be right back in there on the next 2 days.
The wind came up a little bit while you were on the back 9, the last 4 holes, the toughest 4 holes. Was the wind a problem for you on these last 4?
Oh, it was a little bit of a problem. It was a problem with club selection, and the couple of the holes were downwind, and the greens are very hard, so it was hard to hold them. And luckily, I got through with pars with them, but they're playing a little tougher than yesterday.
Mary Beth, people know who you are now and will again before this year is over and in the years to come.
Thanks a lot.
Our leading money winner, Mary Beth Zimmerman, who is now 3 shots off the lead. Now let's go back up to Charlie Jones.
Thank you, Jim Simpson, as our coverage continues here in the second round of the Nabisco Dinah Shore. Juli Inkster did make the putt, did have her par here at the 18th, and is at the midway point of the tournament at 4 under par. And just a minute ago, Beth Daniel with a birdie attempt from 8 feet away at the 7th hole.
Yes.
And she has it. By the way, Alice Miller, the defending champion, finished at 9 over. She may not make the cut. We'll be back with more of our second round coverage in just a moment.
If you need life insurance protection, a good chunk of it, but you don't want to keep paying for it forever, look into QuickPay, the different kind of life insurance from Transamerica. With QuickPay, you decide the number of years you want to pay for your coverage. 3, 5, 7. That's it. You could be paid up for life. Let me show you. Say you're like me, 40, don't smoke, and you need $100,000 of protection, and you want your payments to end in 5 years. Look. You pay $1,445 a year, and then your policy can start to pay for itself. You have $100,000 in protection from the word go. All along the way, your Transamerica QuickPay policy builds tax-deferred cash value at high current interest rates, and you don't pay even 1 premium after the first 5 years. QuickPay from Transamerica. Find out about it. Quick. For complete details about QuickPay, call 800-372-3000. Toll free, that's 800-372-3000. Call now.
This is a shot of beautiful Mission Hills Country Club in Rancho Mirage, California, from the Goodyear blimp Columbia. Nick Nicolari from Carson, California, is the pilot. And he has yet to return our salutations, Lee. I guess that wind is bothering him.
It's bothering him a little bit, but I think he can hear us.
He can hear it. He's hanging in there.
Yeah.
Here's Marlene Floyd with the coverage.
This is number 7, par 4, playing 348 yards. That's Betsy King. She has an 8-iron, playing dead downwind. And she hit it just short of pin high, and look at it go. It's going to go all the way to the back.
Ooh. She's going to have a long putt, Marlene.
Here at the 18th.
Amy Alcott has pulled her second shot over by the bunker. She's coming. She's got a little downhill lie out of that rough. It's a difficult shot. It's coming a little bit to the right. Is it far enough? Oh, no. I don't. It landed in the water, and I can't tell whether it jumped up on the bank or not.
It took 1 hop.
That was a very difficult. That's maybe one of the most difficult shots, Charlie, that you can have. You're in the rough. You've got a downhill lie. You're downwind, and you've got a pin that's cut very close to you.
Let's go back to Marlene.
This will be Kathy Baker's second shot, and she did bogey the 6th hole, so she's now +4 for the tournament. She has a 9-iron. You know, this is going to be a game of patience today, Lee. The greens are only going to get harder and harder with this wind. They're going to have to hit the front part and just hope that it won't go over. Ball a little above her feet should have a tendency to go left, and she has pulled it left off that lie. Oh, and it kicked back into the bunker.
Beth Daniel on the 8th tee.
5-iron, started to the right, drawing back. If it's enough, it is a good shot. Didn't quite clear that little knob, and look at it come back. Man, that is almost unfair.
And our leader, Pat Bradley, or one behind Juli Inkster, I guess, our yesterday leader. Pat Bradley had a pitching wedge, and she's pulled it well left, again off of that lie. Ball was way up above her feet. And Pat is 3 under. She made par on the 6th hole.
Judy Dickinson, her 3rd shot just a moment ago here at the 18th, Lee.
And you don't want to miss this shot, Charlie. She's got about 85 yards downwind. She's 5 over for the tournament at the moment. She's hit a little punch shot with a lot of spin. And look at that. One pump right in the hole. Huh? Isn't that something? She doesn't believe it. She says, how can you miss all those short putts and then hold this?
She goes from 6 over to 4 over.
Easy. 4 on for Donna Capona, hooked it badly into the trees. Boy, that was one of her worst shots. Hit the tree and came down in the rough. But it looks like she's going to have a shot from there.
Let's take another look at that shot of Judy Dickinson here at the 18th.
Well, it's evident that she's trying to put a lot of spin. Watch how she uses the bottom portion of her body for this little punch shot. Didn't finish the swing. That's putting a lot of spin. But the first hop, boom.
Oh, right in.
Right in the middle. And it doesn't make any difference how many times we show it to you, folks. It's going to do the same thing.
Every time.
That's fabulous. That's great.
This is Jan Stevenson at the 8th hole, 5-iron, 160 yards with a right to left wind, and boy, she struck it nicely, started to the middle of the green with a little draw, and that could run back in there. Break loose, get up that hill, stay up there. Nice shot for Jan Stevenson.
And so our 2nd round coverage of the Nabisco Dinah Shore at the Mission Hills Country Club in Rancho Mirage, California continues. Juli Inkster leads by 1.
Hello out there. Listen, how would you like to save some money and get something I'm absolutely sure you can use and enjoy right now, right where you are? It's TV Guide, America's favorite television magazine, and here's the story. You call this toll-free number and take advantage of the special TV offer, and you get 30 weeks of TV Guide home delivered, and you get 3 months to pay, and you get the lowest price going, and that's a promise.
Yes, right now, call 800-445-4500 for 30 weeks of TV Guide at the lowest price going. 30 weeks of TV Guide in your mailbox for pennies a day. And you can pay in 3 easy monthly installments of just $5.75 each. 800-445-4500. Send no money, but call today. 800-445-4500.
TV Guide pays for the call. Call now. You'll be glad you did.
Here is the leaderboard. We're in the 2nd round of the Nabisco Dinah Shore. Juli Inkster, who has finished today's round, and you'll have a chance to meet her in a few moments with Jim Simpson, and she is leading by 1. And this is the walk. This is an eagle walk, right?
Her feet have not touched the cart path yet.
I don't know why she went around and over the bridge. I think she could go right across the water.
Is that a mistake on the board, Charlie? It says that she finished with a 73 and she's +3 for the tournament.
We have her as +4. This is Betsy King.
Charlie, this is a long attempt for birdie. She's going to come up short. She hit a real good-looking iron in here, just a little short of the pin, and as you recall, it went all the way to the back. And she still has a good 4 feet to work on left for par. And she's in good shape. She's 3 under. So she could make this and start making a move out here in this wind. She could sure find herself in the deep hunt here. Pat Bradley had hit it pin high, but she's left with about a 25-footer. And this ball is kind of on a hogback. It's on the downslope. It'll break quite a bit from left to right, and it is a downhill putt. Wind's blowing about 25 miles an hour. I have to hold myself down.
You better get you some longer spikes in those shoes.
Oh, Pat Bradley's going to lose that just on the right. Ooh. Just a hair more speed, and that was there.
And now let's meet the leader at the midway point with golfers still out, of course. Juli Inkster, she's with Jim Simpson. Jim.
And Julie, when you lead, you shouldn't be saying things like this. If you could get rid of 16, your shot lead would be 3 instead of 2. If all the ifs, ands, and buts, but 16 has caused you trouble.
Yeah, and I've been in perfect position off my drive every day. I kind of came over my 8-iron today and kind of got in the long stuff and kind of stubbed it out and made a routine bogey. But I'm playing well, so I can't let the bogeys get me down.
I don't know what Brian Inkster is saying, but Lee Trevino has started a Juli Inkster putting fan club. He loves your stroke.
Well, these greens are real quick, and you got to try to be real soft over the putter. And I didn't feel too good coming into this tournament putting too well, but I've got a few breaks and made a lot of short ones today, which you need to do out here.
Well, you've won one already this year. You won here before, but you got 2 rounds to go, and good luck over the next 2 days.
Thank you very much.
That is our leader, Juli Inkster. She is 4 under par. She's got a 1-shot lead. Pat Bradley is still out on the course. And, of course, we've seen that great shot by Judy Dickinson that gets her back in the hunt. But Juli is the leader, and more live coverage in a moment.
May I help you?
Name's Kiefer. I reserved a car for the day. A Firebird.
It's ready and waiting, Mr. Keeper.
Your ordinary everyday car rental doesn't have to be an ordinary everyday car. Not when National Car Rental rents cars like the Pontiac Firebird for just $35.95 a day weekdays, $24.95 a day weekends.
Hello, Kiefer. How was your ride in from the airport?
It was a blast.
Rent some excitement. Call National at 800 Car Rent.
Have you tried an A1 steak burger yet? It's juicy, tasty, and delicious because A1 has special herbs and spices and was created for steak. And what's hamburger but chopped steak? A1 steak sauce makes hamburgers taste like steak burgers. Try it.
Get real fruit energy, concentrated in Del Monte fruit snacks like yogurt raisins or tropical fruit mix. Tasty, chewy snacks packed with concentrated fruit energy. They're a powerful good snack.
Make a splash and take a shot. You got the taste for looking hot. You'll knock them dead, putting on the red. Make a stir, it's not a sin. There's no regrets for giving in. You'll knock them dead, putting on the red.
New sugar-free Hawaiian punch drink mix, sweetened with 100% NutraSweet with only 4 calories a glass. So you can have that knockout taste you love and still knock them dead.
Putting on the red.
I don't want to feel bad about sugar. I want to feel good about me.
Feeling good about yourself, feeling carefree. You've got new carefree sugarless gum. Fresher taste that sugar-free. Feeling good about yourself, feeling carefree.
Carefree has such a great fresh taste. Why would anyone chew gum with all that sugar?
Feeling carefree. Nabisco.
This is Dinah at the Nabisco Dinah Shore Tournament. Brought to you by Nabisco brands. Wheat Thins, Junior Mints, Planta Snacks, Royal Gelatin. Don't go away. The best is yet to come.
Okay.
The official score, we just had a little discrepancy, and we wanted to double check to make sure. Judy Dickinson with the Eagle here at the 18th finishes +4. Juli Inkster in the clubhouse at the midway point is 4 under, with Pat Bradley, Daniel, and King all at 3 under, just a shot back. Let's go to Bob Goldie.
Yes, we're watching Beth Daniels serve a par putt from about 8 to 9 feet. She ran her first putt from 35 feet to this point behind the hole. A very difficult little putt. It's going to go right to left, and this is a fast green. The wind is blowing. We're up on a little bit of a knob, and sometimes the wind affects putting more than anything because it's such a delicate little stroke, especially on these fast greens. She's currently 2 under for the day, 3 under for the tournament, one of the tournament leaders, and she definitely needs this. Crucial par putt here at the 8th green.
Ooh, she wiggled it in the low side. Beautiful. Great work.
Bob, do you do anything different when the wind's blowing real hard? Putting?
Well, I try to stand a little wider and get down, bend my knees a little more and choke up the putt a little bit. You know, the taller you are, the more chance you have of movement, and the less movement into the wind, the more solid you can brace your stance. Get a tripod stance. You'll putt a lot better. This is Jan Stevenson from about 2 feet. She was about 25 feet short of the hole and ran up to this point. She's done some nice approach putting. The only thing she's done wrong is tried to gamble on the 7th hole, and she put her ball in that bunker and she made a bogey. She's currently -1 for the tournament, even today. She taps in and remains -1 for the tournament as we move to number 9 tee.
Now this is the 6th shot of Amy Alcott. She was in the water and then came to the green, walked back around, took the drop for bogey. Just had to watch it over her left shoulder.
That'll make her feel a little bit better. Not a lot, but a little bit.
Look at that reaction. Woo! At the 8th tee, Marlene Floyd.
Well, the wind's really gusting in their face now. This hole only plays about 160 to 165 yards, but we've got about a 20-mile-an-hour wind in their face. Pat Bradley has just gone to a 3-iron. And I know Pat Bradley can hit a 3-iron 185 yards. That's right center, well right of the pin. Looks like it's the right club.
She's just in the fringe, Marlene, but she's going to be a short and a long way from the flag.
Well, this is a great golf hole. The par 3s here at Mission Hill are real. All 4 of them are terrific par 3s. And again, we say you'd like to get through this tournament with par and all the par 3s, and of course make a few birdies on the 4s and 5s. But this hole is a great hole right now in the wind. Betsy King next to play, and she did 3-putt the 7th hole, and she will be back to -2 for the tournament. She also has a 3-iron, and she hit it real high. She's just a terrific ball hitter. And Lee, that looks like that's enough. That's a good shot.
Oh, it stopped immediately, and she's also going to be about 30, 35 feet away.
Well, she got caught in the second mound on that green. It's more or less a 3-tiered green. It looked like she hit into the hill. Kathy Baker also a 3-iron. Kathy Baker hits the ball about 10 to 15 yards shorter than Pat Bradley and Betsy King. I'm a little surprised that she would take a 3-iron unless she's going to hit a low shot.
People always ask the question of why are par 3s so difficult to play when you hit the same type of irons to par 4s and par 5s? And the reason is the green is constructed differently. When you play a par 3, it's a much difficult shot than if you're playing a par 4. They hide the flags, they put bunkers in different places on par 3s. That's what makes it more difficult.
The only thing that's nice about it, Lee, is we get a perfect lie on the tee, don't we?
Yeah, we sure do.
Kathy Baker is on the green, but she'll be short of the pin.
I'm glad with that explanation. I always wondered why I had problems with the par 3s. This is the 2nd round of the Nabisco Dinah Shore. We're just at the midway point of our 4-hour coverage, and Juli Inkster is leading by 1, $75,000, the first prize, the largest in women's golf. And now we'd like to welcome our neighbors to the north as Canada has joined us for the